I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today's May 18, Thursday, 2023. So this candle here, which is today, finished, and it opened up, and they first came up to take out that high, and they retraced back into the previous imbalance of price here on a lower time frame, and then shot up and took out all the way to Friday's high and is stuck in Thursday's wick, right? So let's go to a smaller time frame here, 4 hour, just so we can see it. So you got that big imbalance right there. Price will generally retrace back. Could have flew up from here, but at the same time, they wanted to confuse the market, speakering out. So a very common pattern that I mentioned. I teach it in the course too, but it's an ugly way to perform a higher low, right? Comes back down and gets into this area here and shoots up. All right, let's go to, and then was tapping that remainder of this 4 hour imbalance right there, this line with this, I was mentioning it yesterday. So key level of sells, key level of buys here, and you'll see a smaller time frame. So looks like we're going to be going straight up and maybe attacking this daily imbalance that I've been mentioning for Powell tomorrow with the news. So it should be interesting. ES and NAS definitely reached their gaps, their weekly old gaps on a higher time frame. Take a look at that. So Dow is slow here, obviously, right? Let's go to a 1 hour real quick. And then you can see here, yesterday we took the big buy, held the price here, came up at 7 in the morning, took that out, sank, didn't catch that, and down when we came here by 9:30, expected the buy because they already brought the price down, number one. Number two, they already took out liquidity right there. And number three, we got this imbalance, so they brought it down. So we were gifted this position today, in my opinion. Easy buy to go up, all right? Once we took out liquidity again, easy sell down, right? Because number one, you got more of this imbalance, and you have that low that they created, and it's a day before Powell, and they're shifting directions to confuse you, so they bring the price down first to go up, right? Not as common for it to just shoot from here, but it could. But at the same time, you got to expect some type of rebalancing, and it's not going to be pretty. So let's go to a 5 minute here. And then over here, you can see all that imbalance of price that we came down with. But look, they opened up, played around underneath the open, then shot above it, and then took out liquidity there. And where is it smacking? That imbalance, right? So, and look, it's 50% down near in that imbalance. So these are key factors you took. You could have took a sell here, didn't worry about that. Price here comes up and comes right back in. Now the time is 10 o'clock, and that's when the trade is actually taken. So I wasn't really worried about the opening that soon. And then you see that it takes that piece of liquidity right there. See that low? All right, shoots up, comes up, didn't take out that low. And when this retraced, that's an easy sign for it to go back up. Doesn't feel safe. It's just literally points away with this low here, right? Then shoots up and takes out. Now, when you take out liquidity, generally a good rule of thumb is to not only close your trade or take profit, but you can take a sell there as well. And you can see that pretty clear in a lower time frame. I'll go to 1 minute real quick. And here you will see Miniature imbalance there, but the key factor is that it broke down and came back up into that block. So you took liquidity, you came down. If you're going to take this shot, doesn't really fall in line with great rules, but at the same time, taking out that liquidity, being in this is suspect, because you'll get generally a retracement, and then even if it was to keep going up, you get a retracement, right? But this is a liquidity game today, so we shot that down, and I was going to be done before lunch anyway. So the factor is that I personally don't have to trade maybe other people do, meaning I make my own rules and time frames, and if I'm busy or if I want to do something, I don't marry this. Like, I don't have to sit here all day and catch every move, but I do know that I'm going to get 2 to 4 moves a day, and generally I'd like to bag 2 at the least. So to me, this felt right. It's the day before, and I just got out. I didn't want to find out if it sat through consolidation, because yesterday, obviously, we ended up having a very big move back up, which is okay. And then I was telling the class here earlier today that you got an imbalance right here. You have came down and took out this liquidity. I'm sorry, this imbalance of price here. So if you're going to look for a sell here, where would it be? Well, you could have got chopped. I didn't participate, but you would have maybe got chopped on this one. Like, when this came down like this, and just because it came up doesn't mean I had to buy right here. It's too low. I'm not saying it can't be a buy, and it is tapping this weak gap. This is the price came back down to the opening week price. So you're watching precision right there, right? Bounce off, and then it'll take out liquidity 3 drives down type of thing and manipulate. They don't want you to be a part of the buy. So you have your framework with that understanding. If you took this, I wouldn't have been mad at you. That would have been a good buy. But it came back down and took out. One more time for liquidity. Then this price comes in, comes back down, stays in this wick, doesn't break. You get this break right there, you gotta have patience. So next opportunity to take a shot, which was the right one, was right there. So you got that imbalance right there, and the imbalance is sitting right on the weak gap, and the price comes back in. This is very high confluence of taking a trade and what we do. So, and then price came up, came down, stayed in that block. You're getting order flow, boom, took off. That block held, and you have your nice order flow. So 80% would have been taken off here, and then the last off here. But what did we do? We shook out. If you look at it in a 5-minute, you'll see that this was a shakeout, and you can't miss it. So generally, sometimes when you get these big runs, this is a dangerous price action. So you trade accordingly, meaning that you expect some type of speak or a shakeout, meaning high, low. This is a high, this is a low, this is a high, this is a lower, this is a higher, right? So it's constantly shaking you out, right? You expect that days, you hold that, you expect that in a holding pattern. You expect that in transition. You expect that, before major news like that. And it's just to help confuse the market. So that's pretty much it. Daily, if we go back, even if I go, well, here's the thing. So what we were talking about yesterday is that they're going to use, so here's your second day. Look over here. This is a very similar scenario. 2 big bullish days because they were down. 2 big bullish days quick. Big bullish day there. And you expect this to be a big bullish day as well, right? Now, because it didn't go longer, I kind of feel like they're getting close to the end. But at the same time, all you need is a third day here. So retrace, back up. Not a big retracement here, but we'll see. Maybe to the open, retrace, and then it'll be a strong bullish day tomorrow. If Dow doesn't make it, then that means they're done with the top side, and we'll kind of turn around this way. So that's what I'm expecting as well. So, all right, hope this helps. You guys take care. Oh, you know what? The The buy here was also a significant buy because we made a divergence here while you made higher lows with NAS and ES. Obviously, NAS is in the race, is what's really moving the market. ES is being very conservative, acting like Dow, but still not as weak. And then Dow is slow here. So looks like they're doing that on purpose. So I hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.